This video is sponsored by BankX. BankX is fundamentally changing the legacy banking system by giving you the power to create currency and earn interest. The BankX ecosystem consists of two main coins, which are the BankX Silver Dollar and the BankX Token. The BankX Silver Dollar is the first cryptocurrency stablecoin where you earn interest, leverage, and stake for higher yields. The BankX Token is a utility token used to buy, mint the stablecoin, and stake into a certificate deposit. BankX has decentralized every aspect of the banking system where you create any amount of passive income you like. Check out BankX at bankx.io. This video is sponsored by Love. Love is a hot new cryptocurrency launching on the Pulsechain. The decentralized project will be targeting three main fields, which are e-commerce, micro-tipping, and decentralized payments. Love is developing a decentralized marketplace that offers a wide variety of products from perfumes to designer clothes and offers cashback in cryptocurrency. If you want to learn more about this hidden altcoin gem, check out Love at love.io.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the Verse Crypto Channel, the most savage and degenerate crypto channel out there. My name's Khaos Kris, and I'll be your host today. Before I hop in this video, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on bell notifications so that would keep you guys up to date with the latest, greatest news and information within the space. With that being said, let's hop right into this video. As always, we got another awesome video for all you degenerates today. Today, we're going to be talking about the upcoming Pulsechain launch, which is extremely close. And we're also going to be talking about how there could be potentially another run at meme coin season. So there's a lot to unpack going on here right now. And as you guys can see right now, we have a new format for our streaming service. We're checking out OBS right now, so I'm still learning this new program, but I'm absolutely stoked to have something really great so I can continue to put out awesome information to my entire community that likes to follow me throughout my cryptocurrency journey. So starting off, let's take a little look at Bitcoin. So right now, Bitcoin, I remember drawing this low trend line. So Bitcoin got up to about, it was like 30K, and now we're passing down this support line, and we're hitting at about 26,300. I'm not gonna lie, I drew that line trying to show support, and after I did that, I said if the price falls behind this support trend line, we are going to see it go down. That is what we're seeing right now. Was it expected? Not really. Well, I kind of did, but most people weren't. But the idea is right now, banks aren't doing so well. There's a lot of uncertainty in the economy, and there's a lot going on in the political realm. So as of right now, I do see that the price of Bitcoin is going to continue to fall going on into the future. But in my opinion, once we start to see the realization of the recession start to hit in, that is when we're going to start to see Bitcoin and all these other cryptocurrencies start to absolutely explode. So that's for the first one. Now moving on to crypto bubbles. So as of right now, Pepe's been dipping down a little bit. It got up to a height of 0.0000373, and now it dipped about 50%. I'm not gonna lie, that was probably whoever got into Pepe early. Hats off to you, pat on the back. It is an absolute awesome coin to be getting into. Now, Hex is down 22.2%, 22222. That's a good number. As of right now, we're starting to see a little bit of sell-off. There's a lot of speculation about Pulsechain coming right around the corner. So I do firmly believe we might see a little bit of a sell-off, but there's a good chance that we might see more people buying into Hex to prepare for the anticipated Pulsechain PRC20 token airdrop. A lot of hype behind this, and that's what we're going to be covering throughout the majority of our stream today. Now, moving on to some other coins, we got Optimism doing pretty good at a $500 million market cap. There's a good chance that that could do pretty well. We got Cardano. Kind of trading sideways, looking like it's a stable coin. Just kidding. I like Cardano. Not a bad coin. Arbitrum. This is a really cool layer 2 project, sitting at about $1.42 billion. A lot of people have been getting into Arbitrum lately, so I do firmly believe that this might be one of the biggest players in the next bull market. Now, going on to the top 500, let's see if we got any degenerate plays coming up. As always, I have no idea what this is. I do know what that coin is, but I don't want to cover that. Hello Token. This is something that I have seen in the past. They're developing a really great ecosystem. I actually might be researching getting into this project a little bit more. It's more on the meme coin side of things, but overall, not a bad play. Now, moving on, taking a little lookarooski at Zen. So, just want to cover Zen real quick, and every single stream, I'll make sure I do a quick Zen breakdown. Now, Zen had a top at, I think it was like 6 zeros and a 9. It's trying to eat another 0, and then it started doing a massive correction going downwards. The reason why the Zen price has been suffering so much is one of two things. Number one, we started seeing a large amount of mints and gas fees go up. Because of this, it caused a slight collapse in the price. Number two, gas fees, which kind of ties into the last one. Now that gas fees are extremely high, it's extremely difficult for DBXN for people to burn Zen for DBXN, for the Phoenix protocol. Well, Phoenix protocol hasn't come out yet on Ethereum, but it's going to be coming soon. But it's very difficult to burn Zen with high gas fees on Ethereum. So right now, essentially, we're going to see Zen at a nice standstill. So moving on, let's take a look at Zen at the other blockchains. Let's see. Let's take a little lookarooski at BZen. So BZen, it maxed out to I believe, what was that, 0.002 God, I'm not gonna try to see how many zeros we got, but essentially we hit a max peak up here and now it's collapsing, and I do firmly believe that we'll start to see an increase in this price going on into the future. But it's definitely another play, and in my opinion, we're starting to retest support down here. Now, the last one I'll cover is MZen, and I'm sorry, this is supposed to be a Pulsechain video, not a Zen video. So, I firmly believe the Polygon Zen is going to be the #1 play going on into the future. Now, right now, it got up to about, what was that, 7 zeros and 3.6, and then it fell down. As we start to see the next bull market set in and gas fees go up, more and more people are going to use the Polygon network to do Zen type of transactions. So in my opinion, this is going to be the biggest play. It is sitting at a market cap of 732,000. I can see Zen getting up to 100 million easy in this next bull market. So, enough of the price analysis. I know you guys are getting bored. You want me to get to the meat and the cheese of what we're going to be talking about in this video. But just scrolling down, I want to go onto Zen Turbo. As of right now, we have a liquidity of 59% in Zen, and I know you guys were saying, Kris, you said more of it's going to be burnt. Well, we're still waiting for Phoenix Pro to come out. We're also seeing Zen not being minted as much, which we're going to get into. So, of course, liquidity is going up. But we still have a 28% burn. That is the thing I love about Zen, is because there's going to be so many products coming out. It's going to incentivize more people to burn this token. In addition, we got the X1 sidechain coming around. And I guarantee you Jack is going to be launching that puppy in the course of the bull market. So you know what people are going to do? They're going to buy Zen and they're going to burn, baby, burn. So I'm not too worried. I do still firmly believe that Zen will be 10% liquid on all chains except Ethereum going on into the future, and especially on Pulsechain, which we're going to get a little bit to in a minute. Now, coming down here, we had right around, what was that, March? Yeah, so March 29th, we had a lot of Zen being minted and staked. Now, the mints have been going down astronomically because of gas fees, and so this is going to cause a supply shock. So in addition to everything else going on with the Zen price, Zen Ethereum could possibly get a nice high price appreciation in a year from now because less and less people are hopping in and minting it. So essentially, It's basically awesome price dynamics. Now, the one thing I also want to throw out about Zen on Ethereum, keep in mind we got sharding coming right around the corner in the next year, and I understand the Ethereum Foundation does a terrible job of putting out, well, meeting their deadlines, so to speak. But essentially, what sharding is you take the blockchain and you split it up into different sections, and then you basically have parallel chains going across and approving transactions instead of having one main chain approve every single transactions as a block comes through. So the point I'm trying to get across is once we get sharding on Ethereum, that's going to speed up the entire Ethereum blockchain. Now, I do firmly believe Ethereum's going to get that out next year because they understand that we're in a bull market, and that's the only way to keep the product from pushing forward towards mass adoption and seeing a really good TPS, transactions per second approval time, and also having a phenomenal blockchain that businesses can launch websites and their products on. So in my opinion, once we start to see sharding come out, we'll start to see more Ethereum Zen being burnt and minted at the same time. So keep your eyes on the day when we see Ethereum sharding launch, because that is also going to be another big day for cryptocurrency. So guys, that's it for Zen. I think I kind of beat a dead horse with it, but overall, we have a massive dip. This might be the time to be getting in because Zen, MZen, BZen, all the other Zens follow Zen on Ethereum. And then also down the road, we will be getting Zen launching on Arbitrum, Optimism, and then Pulsechain. The Pulsechain one is something I'm really excited to talk to you guys about today, so please stay tuned to the end. So, big news. Astronomically big news. I'm making up words as I go because I'm not that smart. Richard Hart. Twitter, Richard Hart at whatyourheart.win. The PulseX and Pulsechain.com mainnet are estimated to launch publicly in less than 7 days. I repeat, 7 days. Pulsechain's launching. We're about to see an awesome ecosystem expansion, and we're basically going to go to the moon. Shout out to all the people that believe in Pulsechain. Shout out to all the people that believe in Hex. They stuck on the team. You're about to get the product, and you're about to eat the tears of all your freaking haters, and it's absolutely awesome. Now, with the Pulsechain launch, I saw a lot of YouTubers come out with the Pulsechain checklist and talking about this and talking about that, and I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm very sporadic. I'm very emotional when it comes to cryptocurrency, but I'm also rational when I come to taking profits. But what I really want to go through is what I predict is going to happen to Pulsechain. I already went through the Pulsechain price performance. Now I want to talk about the ecosystem and what coins are going to go up, which ones are going to go down, and how the markets are going to overall react to this news. So, just to kind of start off, I know all you guys are extremely intelligent. If you don't know what Pulsechain is, it is essentially a fork of the entire Ethereum network. Now, here, let me switch primary views. So I want to make sure my face is big. So Ethereum. So Pulsechain is a fork of Ethereum, and essentially it was created to be better than Ethereum, reduce gas fees, and create an ecosystem where Hex can be supported. This past bull market, we saw astronomical gas fees destroy the price of Hex. Hex did a 10,000x, but because of these gas fees, it stopped small retail traders from getting in, and that's why Pulsechain was launched, to support Hex ecosystem and also to support the entire Hex community with any project you want to launch. Now, what we're starting to see happen is the Pulsechain mainnet is about to launch, and we never had a mainnet launch like this before. Essentially, there's going to be a massive airdrop, and every token is going to start at 0. If you are in the sacrifice for Pulsechain, Pulsex, whatever altcoin project, you will be airdropped tokens, and because you're airdropped tokens, it's considered a gift, and it's tax-free, yada, yada, yada. I don't want to get into all that crap. But what's interesting about this launch is the fact that we've never seen anything like this before. We're airdropping starting at 0, and you're essentially not only getting your Pulsechain and Pulsex tokens, but you're also getting altcoins from copies of your ERC20 tokens. So if you own an ERC20 token on Ethereum, such as Shiba Inu, Pepe, Chainlink, you're going to get a PRC20 copy. and it's going to be a separate price from the Ethereum copy. And this is the main thing I really want to talk about with you guys today is how are you going to navigate with all these different types of copies. And then I'm also going to tell you guys what main industry within the cryptocurrency space is going to explode. In my opinion, I do believe the meme coin industry is going to explode. And before we hop into different ERC20 tokens, essentially what we saw this past month is we saw meme coins from Pepe to BAM to not Shiba Inu, but mostly these random meme coins all over Twitter absolutely freaking explode. And because they're exploding on the Ethereum blockchain, people start FOMOing and Twitter came back into the wild, wild west. And now we're starting to see a lot of these coins start to dip down. Now, when Pulsechain launches, you're going to get an ERC20 token of every single meme coin that people were speculating with a couple weeks ago. You're also going to copy of meme coins from the last bull market if you're into the dog coins or whatever. And based on our current market trends and how people are into degenerate gambling and how memes are always all over the internet pumping cryptos up and down, I believe after the Pulsechain launches and the bridge is set up, we will start to see a massive meme coin season. So if you own Pepe on the Ethereum blockchain, you have Pepe on the Pulsechain. An average Joe is going to look at the price of Pepe on Ethereum and then look at the price of Pepe on Pulsechain, and they're going to say, wow, look, Pepe's cheaper on Pulsechain. I'm going to go buy the Pulsechain Pepe. And this is what's going to cause a massive explosion. And I think you guys should get ready for this. And the reason why I'm warning everyone right now is because this could be the opportunity where you can make some awesome gains on meme coins on the Pulsechain. And in addition, with the Pulsechain launch, it's going to be similar infrastructure to Ethereum. So it's not going to be very difficult for the average Joe to understand how to use Pulsechain. It's just a different logo, a little bit faster and a little bit better. So let me go back to my screen share. Now, kind of starting off, coming over here to pulsechain.net. If you click here to Pulse Scan, it'll pop up Pulsechain testnet version 4. So once we start to see Pulsechain go live, this is going to change over to Pulsechain testnet. And then in addition, you can come up here to the top right corner and you'll see the beacon chain, PulseX, Pulse Ramp Bridge, Sacrifice Checker, the testnet version 4 faucet, and the validator. I guarantee you there's always going to be a faucet that you can use to onboard more people onto the Pulsechain ecosystem. So that's what you can use there. Now, before I get into my full analysis of meme coins, one thing that came up that was extremely interesting. Zen is an ERC20 token. And so you're going to get a copy of the Zen tokens and plus the Zen NFTs. Now, what Jack is actually doing is he's doing something very interesting. And he's actually going to rename the Zen that is copied over onto the Pulsechain as Zen Classic. In addition, he's going to relaunch a new version of Zen on the Pulsechain, and that's going to be the main P Zen. So there's actually going to be 2 Zen tokens on the Pulsechain. The one copied over from Ethereum and the one that Jack and the crew are going to launch. So this is going to be extremely interesting, especially since, you know, everyone on Ethereum is going to get a copy. And then in addition, you can get in and claim more Zen tokens on Pulsechain. So one thing I like about this is going to help out the Pulsechain ecosystem. Number one, more gas is going to be burnt. More gas is burnt, more tokens are burnt. Number two, the Zen army is going to move to the Pulsechain and start using the Pulsechain. This is going to cause massive price appreciation. It's going to cause more interaction with the dApps. And it's also not only going to grow the Hex community, but it's going to grow the Zen community. I don't understand why Zen and Hex hate each other. They're basically very similar, but for some reason, all the Hex cultists, OGs, whatever, are hating on Zen because, no, maybe they just don't have a life, or maybe they're upset with their families. I don't know. I don't care. But the point is, having Zen on Pulsechain is going to be great. Jack supports Pulsechain. He's not a maxi or whatever, and he supports any project that's built on top of Zen. And so Once he starts launching these Zen Classics, I firmly believe that DBXN is going to have DBXN Classic, and then it's going to have DBXN, the actual redeployment. And then this is going to be the same for Phoenix and any other project. So you're going to see multiple Zen-based ecosystem projects on the Pulsechain. And in my opinion, I think Zen Classic is going to do just as good as PZen, to the point where there's going to be like a 1-to-1 ratio. And if you see PZen go up a little bit and Zen Classic down a little bit, people are going to sell their PZen and then they're going to buy Zen Classic. And so that's how I see this performing overall on the Pulsechain ecosystem. Now, going back to what I was talking about earlier. So ERC20 tokens. Now, this is where I'm going to get into the strategy of what you should do once you get your free PRC20 token versions of Shiba Inu, Arbitron, Sandbox, Render, Loopring, Engine, Coin, and whatnot. So right when we see the launch happen, you're going to essentially have Pulsechain and PulseX at 0. Price discovery is not going to kick in. And we have a very small amount of time before the bridge opens up and you can bridge over tokens from Ethereum to Pulsechain. During this period of time, if you sacrifice for PulseX, you can actually swap some of your PulseX tokens for Pulsechain tokens so that you own Pulsechain before the price discovery happens. That's why PulseX had such a large sacrifice total, because the people that didn't get into the Pulsechain sacrifice, and that amount to about 27 million, used the PulseX sacrifice to get in, and that accounted for approximately 1 billion. So with this same process, you're seeing all the main influencers and YouTubers say, like, you know, swap some of your PulseX for Pulsechain. But here's the thing they're not saying, they didn't think about. You're going to get a PRC20 copy of Shiba Inu, Arbitron, and all your ERC20 tokens. Why not swap those PRC20 tokens for Pulsechain at launch? So let me break it down. So essentially, you own Shiba Inu in your wallet, ERC20. You get dropped the PRC20. When you have that PRC20 token of Shiba Inu, it's going to be set to 0, just like Pulsechain. And so what you can do is take your Shiba Inu token, swap it for Pulsechain tokens, and do as many times as possible. If you own any of these ERC20 tokens, use that as ammo to get into Pulsechain, to get into PulseX, even get into PHEX if you somehow think that's going to go up, or you want to get a big bag. These little tokens are going to be your gateway. And the best part about it is no one else is doing it, and no one else is breaking down like I'm breaking it down right now. So that's one thing you need to look for. So as of right now, I'll give you an example. I own Shiba Inu. I have Arbitron, but it's not on the Ethereum blockchain. I do have some Render, and I do have some Stargate Finance. So my plan is, once I get the PRC20 copies of those 3 tokens, I'm going to immediately take my Render token, swap it for Pulsechain, and then I'm going to take my Stargate Finance, swap that for the PulseX token, get a bigger bag. And then I'm going to take my Shiba Inu, and then I'm going to swap it for PHEX, so I increase my PHEX standing. So that's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do, and this is more of the high-risk degenerate gambling side. So you look at all these PRC20 tokens, ERC20 tokens, and this is the ERC ecosystem tokens. And you go down and you take a look and you say, okay, which ones do I think have the possibility of launching on Pulsechain? Meaning, are they going to develop the token on the Pulsechain ecosystem? And based off of that, what you can do is you can take all your altcoins and put them all into that one token. So you can gamble on whether or not this is actually going to strive on the Pulsechain ecosystem. So a great example, Shiba Inu has a market cap of about $5 billion. It would be positive if the developers behind Shiba Inu develop the front end and the ecosystem for the Shiba Inu PRC20 token. If you firmly believe that's going to happen, start taking all your altcoins and trading it for Shiba Inu, because if more money comes into that Shiba Inu PRC20 token from the Shiba Inu community on Ethereum, then there's a good chance that you could see this token absolutely pop. So just kind of wrap up what I'm trying to say. If you have ERC20 tokens sitting on the sideline, swap them for Pulsechain and PulseX tokens. If there's a token that you want to gamble on, possibly being developed and exploding on the Pulsechain ecosystem, swap all your PRC20 tokens for it. This split, this little small time period before the bridge launches is going to be vital. You can't be, contemplating on what decisions you're going to make. You need to write it out and do it, because there's a good chance that the Pulsechain bridge is going to turn on, if not hours, at least a day or two after. So you got to move quickly. You got to have a plan and just execute that plan. And the best part about it is once the Pulsechain bridge turns on, you can still bring in money and buy these assets with stable coins, wrapped Ethereum, and the whole 9 yards. So that was my initial analysis of what you should be doing for the Pulsechain checklist. Also, in addition, since we're doing these Pulsechain checklists, I guess I'd be trendy because I don't know, I don't really follow the crowd. But some things that you're going to want to do is, familiarize yourself with the Pulsechain testnet version 4. Come over here and check out Pulsex, and this right now is on testnet. I'm not sure if it's going to load, but it's going to take a minute. But essentially, what you want to do is come over here, use the decentralized exchange, understand how to swap from token to token, and make sure you get a good idea how to do this. Now, when Pulsechain launches, you're going to need to add in the name, the copy, or paste address. You can get that from your MetaMask wallet with all the tokens inside. And all you have to do is just look at the scanner, and you can look that over here on the Pulsechain scanner, and look at the tokens and then execute the swap. The other thing that you also want to familiarize yourself with, Pulse Ramp Bridge. So the Pulse Ramp Bridge is that bridge that we're talking about, how you're going to be able to bridge your Ethereum assets from the Ethereum blockchain to the Pulsechain. This Pulse Ramp is something you definitely need to familiarize yourself with, because this is what you're going to use to send over Ethereum, USDC, whatever, to buy more Pulse tokens, PulseX tokens, or if you want to send a one of your projects through or whatnot. So the Pulsechain bridge is something you definitely want to familiarize yourself with as well. And so you can do some copy, testnet swaps and whatnot. It will tell you the bridge fee, just all that small stuff. So in my opinion, those are the only two things you really need to know. I mean, there's other things you can look at, like sacrifice checker and testnet version 4, or become a validator, but we're not going to absolutely get the point. So now coming over here, I want to talk about the meme coin industry right now. And so let's just take a little look-a-rooski at Pepe. So I know a lot of people hate on Pepe, hate on meme coins and all that stuff. Well, and that is completely fine. I mean, it is what it is. They're all just novices when it comes to cryptocurrency. Now, meme coins are something you need to take seriously. It is high-risk gambling. It's basically on the dice, and you're essentially just gambling in a way. Some meme coins can be just like poker or blackjack, where you see a hand and you look at this hand and you bet on the odds of whether or not your hand is going to win. In my opinion, I think it's the second one, instead of just playing like crabs or shoots and ladders or any of these like slot machine games where you just get lucky. I think you can look at a project, look at the branding, look at the community, and say, okay, what's the chances of this thing going absolute viral? And a green frog with a "Make Meme Coins Great Again" logo on it, I mean, come on, man. That is absolutely crazy that it went absolutely bananas. So since the start, and I believe this coin came out right around April of 23rd, it basically went from being a couple $1 million to $1 billion in market cap, or was that? All right, 2 billion. Yeah, $1.67 billion. This happened all over the course of a bear market. This means coins are decoupling from the traditional Bitcoin cycle. This means meme coins is different from utility coins. These that you want to pay attention to because people like it, it's fun, and it blows up on Twitter. Now, once the Pulsechain launches, all these meme coins that you see, from Pepe to BAM and other ones that we'll cover real quick, they're going to move from Ethereum to Pulsechain. It's going to be the same coding. The contract's going to be renounced, the whole 9 yards. And this means that you're going to get meme coin season all over again. Now, I'm not saying that every coin's going to like blow up and do absolutely crazy. Like I'm not saying Shiba Inu is going to go to $5 billion market cap on Pulsechain. But I'm saying people are going to look at Pepe and say, "Hey, this is my second chance to get into Pepe," and then they're going to try to pump it up. So I wouldn't be surprised if Pepe gets to like a $50 million market cap on Pulsechain. And so the point I'm getting across is we just went through a massive meme coin season. Now everyone that owns meme coins are going to get a copy of it on the Pulsechain, and then it's going to be meme coin season all over again. Pepe's going to explode. Shiba Inu, all these crazy coins that you never thought about will explode. Gensler is going to explode. So this is an industry you want to pay attention to. And in my opinion, we'll see Pepe and all these meme coins do that, like I would say 50x's on the Pulsechain before we see the Pulsechain token and the Pulsex token and the Hex token do like a 50x. So what I'm saying is Pepe will most likely do like a 50x, and then once it does a 50x and sells off, then we'll start to see like Pulsechain, Hex, and Pulsex do absolutely high appreciation. In the end, I do firmly believe Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Hex are going to appreciate much quicker. But for the short term, meme coins are going to be the main play on the Pulsechain ecosystem, and I might get vilified, I might get attacked for it, whatever. I don't really care. So I want to talk about 5 meme coins that I'm going to be looking at not only on the Ethereum blockchain, but also right when the Pulsechain launches. So your first meme coin is Cookies. So Cookies. This is a very interesting project. It was started by the developers of BurnSwap. I know the developers of BurnSwap extremely well. Really great people. So they decided to launch Cookies or Blue Chips. This project is sitting at about $102,000 market cap. And if I come down here to Twitter, let's see if it'll pop up on Twitter. I think it's Blue Chips. Blue Chips. Yeah, there it is. Blue Chips WTF. So, let's see if my computer pops up. I don't know if my firewall is going to allow it, but we'll see if it pops up. So, essentially, it's a cookie monster. Same exact coding as Pepe, very similar. But essentially, what the team is going to do is they're launching a burn function on BurnSwap, and they're going to burn some of the blue chip tokens. And then also on top of that, I just saw this right now, but a rumor that Cookies Jar is coming soon. It will pay 3% daily ROI up to 300% of your cookies deposit. That's a lot of cookies. Can't wait to see the launch. So it looks like they're doing like a drip UI. So I really hope that's true, and we'll see how that comes out. But essentially, I love blue chips because it's the cookie monster. It's similar to Pepe. There's a lot of hype behind it, and it's got the same factor. And as of right now, there's 14,000 people following this project. I know a lot of people are going to be betting on blue chips. So in my opinion, Cookie Monster, extremely marketable. We grew up with the Cookie Monster on, I don't know if it was the Muppets or whatever. But it's pretty insane. And my favorite part is seeing this. This meme absolutely got me laughing so hard. So ultimately, your first meme coin, altcoin gem, is going to be Blue Chips. And it's a really cool project. Now, your second one. And this is a really interesting one. So if you guys know about deers and Disney, you probably heard of a deer named Bambi. And I can't remember if it was from like Cinderella or Snow White. I'm pretty sure it was from Snow White. But some clown decided to make a meme coin called Bam. And let me tell you, Bam has the special sauce. So starting off, Bam is sitting at a market cap of $4.6 million. Originally, it got up to, I believe, almost 3 times that. So it's like close to, I think it was like $25 million or whatnot. Now it's starting to consolidate. And if you guys take a look at that, that actually looks a little bit like a bull wedge. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, it's coming up here. Yeah, so we're seeing a little bit of price consolidation. So there's a good chance that this thing could pop again, because it's starting to consolidate. And also you're seeing, like, if you look on here on the scan, people are throwing like $7,000, $4,000, $2,000 into this sucker. But back to what I was talking about. So BAM was one that was promoted by BitBoy Crypto, Ben Armstrong, and it was also promoted by Value in Time, a really big guy in the meme coin space. And so Bambi, in my opinion, has the potential to not only do good on the Ethereum blockchain, but it's going to blow up on the Pulsechain because everyone's going to get a PRC20 copy. In addition, our boy Mason Versailles is all in on BAM. Like and retweet if you're still holding BAM like I am. So essentially, I love this coin. It's really cool. If you come over here to Bambi.cash, the overall website is phenomenal when it comes to the market and the layout. Now, all these projects I'm covering, the contract has been the keys to the contract have been revoked. The developers can't come in. They can't acquire access. All the LP was burnt. There's auto compounding liquidity. There's no taxes, no pre-sale, and the contract's renounced. So just the whole 9 yards, complete transparency. So coming across, you see, this website talks about BAM, it has nice marketing, branding, and the community is pretty great. And there's a lot of influencers already hopping on the BAM train. Now, coming into our next and our third meme coin gem that you should be looking at for the Pulsechain launch. It's called Ben, kind of like the big clock structure in the United Kingdom. We'll pop it up right here. Now, Ben was started by, I believe, someone called Ben.Ethereum. It caught massive amounts of attention. It was trading sideways for a couple weeks, and then it just started to pop. And it's sitting at about $18 million market cap right now. But this project caught so much attention, and here's the greatest part about it, and this is really great news. BitBoy Crypto is taking over this project. He's adding a roadmap, and then on top of that, he is going to be using it to bring in mainstream crypto adoption. So essentially, what I'm trying to get across is, with this new project, BitBoy Crypto is putting his face behind the entire project. And so the reason why I'm extremely bullish on this is you got a face, you got a guy who's trying to create a really great product, and this could potentially do absolute numbers. The market cap is sitting about $18 million, and if BitBoy Crypto is able to give out a project with great utility, and it gets up to, let's say, 1.8 billion, that's going to be 100x. So it's definitely a really cool project, and let's take a look at Ben on Twitter. So you got Ben on Twitter. I tried to open up the website; it takes a long time, but it's another dog coin. And then if you come down here, huge Ben announcement. I did not launch the project, but I'm now taking over 100%. ETH, Ben, and I have agreed to be where all assets and liquidity are going to be transferred to Ben Armstrong, yada yada, and the ETH Ben is going to be an advisor. And so here's Ben.eth, really big with the Bored Yacht Apes. So it's pretty crazy that they're combining together to create a really awesome project. So what I think is probably going to happen is you're going to see Ben on the Ethereum blockchain, and then in addition with Ben on the Pulsechain blockchain, BitBoy Crypto is going to come out, and I guarantee you he's going to try to develop the Ben token on the Pulsechain blockchain. And so this will give you a great opportunity to get into this project early when it's on the ground floor, and then Ben puts out an announcement saying that we're going to do something cool for Ben on the Pulsechain, yada yada yada. So now your fourth hidden altcoin meme coin gem is Turbo. Another meme coin, similar coding, but this one's interesting. So Turbo was essentially started by someone who paid $69 on ChatGPT to say, ChatGPT, please create a coin that will give me the top 100 market cap of coin market cap and CoinGecko. And what ChatGPT did was created the code, gave some suggestions, and then on top of that, created an AI image of Turbo, the turtle right here. So it's an AI generated image. From there on out, the coin went viral on Twitter. Everyone heard the story. And the token has gone absolutely phenomenal. So we're sitting at about, was it $49 market cap? This thing was actually almost at like $250 million at one point, and now it's at 49 million, which is absolutely crazy. And so with Turbo, it's the same exact case as the other tokens. We had BAM, then we had blue chips, BAM, Ben, and then Turbo. Turbo is like the second highest appreciating meme coin in this market, right behind Pepe. In my opinion, the community is going to be most likely to develop and create a front end and really promote Turbo on the Pulsechain, which means that if you put in like $100 and it's announced that Turbo is going viral, you can make some awesome money. So all these coins that I've been picking are ones that I think people are going to get into on the Pulsechain, and we're not talking like, you know, small degenerate ones. Now, blue chips is a little bit smaller, but the rest of these have higher end meme coin market caps, so that's why I'm pretty bullish on that. But overall, Turbo is a very interesting project. It's pretty cool. There's a website, but I don't want to really go through. I'll let you guys Google it. But essentially, I firmly believe that Turbo is going to continue to be listed on multiple exchanges and has the potential to be one of the highest appreciating assets in the next bull market. Now, your final and last meme coin hidden altcoin gem is going to be good old Pepe. So Pepe is the #1 appreciating meme coin in this market. No other coin has done what Pepe has done. And based on what we're going to see with the Pulsechain launch, the community for Pepe is huge. There's exchanges. There's people building layer 2s on top of it. There's NFT collections being launched. There's so much being launched behind this community. And if I go over here to, was it Twitter Pepe? That does not look like Pepe on Twitter. Let's see if this is it. Currency. I'm pretty sure Twitter Pepe. Yeah, is that Pepe Coin ETH? Yes. This has a community of 261,000 followers, and there's only one person. Who is that? Matt Fury. Don't know who that is, but regardless, it has 261,000 followers, and I guarantee you, of those followers, even if 10% got into Pepe and Pulsechain, you could see a massive price appreciation. And I firmly believe that because this was the biggest coin on the Ethereum blockchain, it's going to be the biggest PRC20 coin on the Pulsechain blockchain. And so this is actually my #1 bet that's going to do extremely well. I'm not buying Pepe right now, but my plan is to wait for the bridge to launch. Once the bridge launches, I'm going to take like $100, put it into Pepe, and see if we can get like a quick 10,000x over the course of a couple of weeks. So yeah, so that's kind of my plan for this entire launch, going into most of these meme coins. Now, as for an order of what to get into, I basically did the most riskiest first, which is blue chips, and then BAM second, Ben is third, since Ben Armstrong is into that. BAM has some backings by major influencers. Blue chips is an extremely high risk project. And I think it's more one of those things that you put $100 and you hope to see someone come in and really like pick it up and make it go viral, but you never know. And then next one is going to be Turbo, and then my #1 pick is going to be Pepe. So those are all my picks, and let's just change the screenshot. So guys, overall, Pulsechain launch is going to be one of the biggest events in cryptocurrency. We're going to see a new, a new frontier, where for those of you guys who have never been into an extremely overhyped coin and to be at the ground level, this is going to be your one opportunity. And on top of that, you're going to get copies of all your favorite tokens on a new blockchain. So what you're experiencing right now is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. There are going to be other people that are going to try to replicate what Pulsechain did, but they're going to fail. And if they were to succeed, the community has to be much larger than the Pulsechain ecosystem or the Pulsechain community, so it has to be one leg up. And the only project that has the potential to become bigger than Hex and Pulsechain. Might be Zen, depending on the price. But I'm not saying, right as of right now, Hex is light years ahead of Zen. But that's the only community that has potential to do that. Plus, they're launching their own layer 2 scaling solution and maybe their own blockchain. So this is your one opportunity to do something life-changing. And the fact that you're going to get all these coins on the pennies of the dollar, plus you have the opportunity to get the Pulsechain, PulseX, and Hex, it is phenomenal. And if I were you guys, instead of listening to all these YouTubers talking about Pulsechain checklist, I would be looking at plays where you can make life-changing money. Of course, everyone's going to get into Pulsechain and PulseX, but, you know, where you're going to see a massive high appreciation are going to be coins like Pepe and Turbo and Ben, these meme coins. And once you start to see these memes floating across the community, you're going to see an astronomical rise like we saw with, you know, Pepe, Shiba Inu, and any other meme coin. So, like I said, this is your one opportunity to make life-changing money. Definitely make sure you have a bag of Pulsechain and PulseX. Those are the main ecosystem tokens. But also keep in mind, you want to start looking at some of these altcoins and start looking at ones that could appreciate extremely quickly, because there are going to be meme coins on Pulsechain that'll do 100x's. There are going to be decentralized exchanges, AI projects, artificial, well, I already said AI, but metaverse projects. There's going to be multiple projects on Pulsechain that are going to do extremely well outside of Pulsechain, PulseX, and Hex. And you need to be looking at those. You're going to have two Zen products, and I think there's going to be two DBXN products, two Phoenix products. There's going to be multiple things that you can use to develop a large bag of wealth, especially through blockchain and cryptocurrency technology. So please take my word. The best approach to do this is delegate some for, you know, the main ecosystem tokens. And then what if I were you guys, I would take these 5 meme coins, pick 3 of them, and then put some money into each of those and say, okay, I'm going to do that. And then look at either an AI coin or a decentralized exchange that will be launching on Pulsechain, and then put some money into those. So those are some really good strategies to prepare yourself for this launch, because honestly, I'm going to be a little bit more of a degenerate. I'm going to gamble a little bit, and I'm gambling that the Pepe, Turbo, Ben, Bam, and Blue Gypsy community are all going to take advantage of their PRC20 copies on the Pulsechain. So cool, guys. Well, I'm gonna go over here and let's take a quick look at the live chat. So let's see what we got. Red Squirrel, oi oi, thanks man. As Holer, Hat, Fast Abdul, Jack is smart, maybe too smart. Fast Abdul, Zen and Zen LP pairs on Pulsechain. Yeah, man, that's gonna be pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Viber Finance, just saying what's up to my homie. Got to run, but definitely watch later. Yeah, man. Love you, Adam. You're awesome. I like your tweets. Always educating the people, man. And we got to talk soon. Fast Abdul, sacrilegious. Hex will be the only token on Pulsechain. Sesame Street. Yeah, I gotcha. Oh, man, I love you, Fast Abdul, but I know you're probably joking a little bit, but yeah, man. I do like Hex. I honestly love Hex. PX is awesome. Fast Abdul, Sesame Street. Yep, that's for the Cookie Monster. Bobby Jones, XCC will kill Ethereum. XCC is the real Ethereum killer. Well, I mean, XCC is good, but there's not like, compared to the Pulsechain ecosystem, I see more people putting out Hex and Pulsechain memes than like XDC. That's just me. And then, but I do firmly believe XDC is going to be a play. Fast Abdul, what are you smoking, Bobby? Pulsechain is the future. Yeah, I like it. Well, I do agree. Pulsechain is going to be the #1 player in this next market, but it's always good to have backups and to continue to you know, make sure you're into different projects. But in my opinion, I like Pulsechain. I do like XDC, but I do think Pulsechain is going to beat XDC when it comes to price appreciation. But I do still believe XDC is going to be a player. So, all right, guys. Well, that's it for the video. I want to thank you guys for viewing the Verse Crypto channel. Got any more questions, or you want to hit me up on Twitter? And before I wrap this video up, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on bell notifications so that I can keep you guys up to date with the latest, greatest news and information in the space. My name's Khaos Kris. I love every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.